So, with that said, thanks again, Daniel. Moving on to our wildcard category, last of the category winners. Let's show the nomination video right now.
Score higher across all of the basic functionalities and features and so on. But remember what we said in episode 1 is that we were going to be looking at,
Each of us will present to you our top 3 things we learned at the conference, and we hope you each find something interesting. Sit back.
Job search. But lately, Scott's getting a bit desperate, applying for every job he can find. Earlier today.
All right. Okay, so this is a fun category, guys. This was all the stuff that we didn't necessarily weren't able to say. This is education. This is training. This is definitely sales and marketing. So a little bit, maybe a little bit harder to talk about. But I think there were some interesting things in here. Maybe we can do a quick summary of what you guys thought of the wildcard nominees, and we'll start with Steve. We'll go to Rushton and then Scott.
Okay, so there was a clear winner in this one. I mean, it was really no contest with the personal introduction and the effect where you could see in the corner of the screen the narrator. It was just so personal, and the graphics, everything about it was so good. And I have a note here. That seems like a good guy, and I think that is something that would make you feel that it was a good video. From the others, there were a number of things that were terribly wrong with some of these videos, without calling each one out specifically. One, we had the main point introduced 3 minutes into the video, where it should have been like 8 seconds in, not, I was like waiting and waiting and waiting for the main topic, and it was so slow to get there, so that was very frustrating. Another one, very distracting, multiple videos and small text. It did nothing for me, really. And then it's probably clear to see which one is which, but I guess I'll have to say, are people still using Second Life? I can't see how that could be a topical, groundbreaking video using Second Life, although it's an easy way to do animation, I guess.
Yeah, and I just want to say to our nominees out there, you know, the great thing about this is that we get to learn from your mistakes, and hopefully we all become better of it. So I think that's fair commentary, Steve. And I don't know if anyone in Second Life anymore. I forgot about it, actually. So Rushton, what about you? Wildcard winners, what are these nominees? What did you think?
Well, you know, there's a certain amount of letting the imagination run free, because it's like. It's not apples and bananas. It's apples and carburetors, right? You know, that you're trying to compare. You know, when you go through these, so you end up saying, okay, well, what comes across in a way that's helpful. I found some good things in each one. I think the one that won was well chosen, and I liked seeing a lot of different approaches. I think if people are coming back and taking a look at the different finalists. I think you learn something from the different approaches you see in all of these. But without a doubt, finding videos that you're critical of is important. If you're going to get better at making any kind of video, you have to be able to watch something and go, I don't know that I would do it that way, or I don't know that was effective. And talking that over with others. I think a lot of people, when they make videos, they kind of hide that they're making a video until it's done. No, like, as you make the video, show people what you're doing and get feedback. Say, hey, how can I make this better? That's like the question I teach again and again and again. How can I make it better? And 6 people might give you responses, 5 of them give you their ideas, and you're like, thanks, and you ignore it. And the 6th one gives you an idea that's like, wow, that's perfect. That's going to make this so much better. And that's what you want. You want a lot of good feedback. And so, I think the variety that you get in here was pretty cool.
Absolutely. I like that suggestion. Lots of feedback. I know that's what's made me, when I make videos, that helps me get better. And I know lots of my team that I work with, we thrive on that. So Scott, what do you think?
Well, Matt, I see 2 trends, coming out of these videos now. We've seen some videos that are incorporating animation, and they're using their iPad and some of the creative, artistic applications out there to create their storyboard and to overlay pictures and other videos into that. I love that creativity. There were some great examples in the finalists, this year. And it just gave me a lot of ideas. And that's the beauty of all this, right? Is that we get to learn from everybody, not just from their mistakes, but the creative things that they're doing that we can incorporate into our screencasts to take them to the next level as well. So I really love the creativity and all that. The second thing that I've really noticed, and this has come so far, is really incorporating video. And I said it before, I'll say it again. Again, web video isn't about perfection, it's about connection. And the winner here really did connect with his audience. You could see his eyes, you could see his smile, you could feel his passion. And I think that's just so important. And, Rushton, you said it. I watched this video and I said, you know what? He just seems like a nice guy. So I think that's something that all of us should begin to incorporate. And if we're not comfortable in front of the camera, we can work to develop our own camera persona, and we can get there. I say, again, just keep it genuine and be yourself, and you will connect with an audience, and I think you'll be amazed. So I'm very pleased. I thought the Wildcard examples were great, and all of them were good because I learned something from all of them.
Yeah, I mean, we can. I think in terms of if you look at major motion directors, they sometimes they make these crazy films, and it leads to things that can be great. So maybe there's that artistic phase that hopefully we're learning from. So we're gonna move to the winner here, and the winner is Mel Aclaro, Best Screen Capture Software Series, Episode 3, Camtasia Studio 7. Now, we, just so you know, because it's kind of funny that something about a Techsmith product, we did not choose that because this was all hopefully randomized in terms of the judges. Our pre-judges screening, we really did try to account for that kind of things, and our judges have we have no influence over their decisions here. So I just want to make sure everyone realizes I didn't pick this one. This was definitely our judges, and I'm sure some of them will tell you they really don't have an affiliation with us other than doing the show today. So guys, I know Mel's work. I've obviously seen the video. There's lots of good there. I guess as we get to wrap up the categories here, are there big takeaways in terms of the wildcards, final things that you'd say that people should be trying to do to make their videos better that you saw maybe in Mel's or one of the other videos?
Well, I was just going to say, obviously that last winner there, I said that guy seems like a nice guy. He did a personal introduction. His technique of having himself in the bottom with the screen like that, it was so overwhelming. Of all the videos, that was by far my favorite. And I was thinking, I want to figure out how to do that. That's something I want to learn how to do. His lighting and sound were also perfect. Actually, I didn't have any bad points about that video. So if I could do a video as good as him, a screencast that good after seeing this, that would be a good goal for me.
Remind me, Steve. I'll make an introduction if you want to have Mel teach you a thing or two. I'm sure he'd be happy to do that. So, any other comments here? We do need to get moving on. We're getting close to our time here.
This comes across as very honest. It's I think Scott said earlier. You just be honest with what you have to say. The guy in this video actually had some critical things to say about Techsmith products.
You sure did.
It's a good video. It's a really good video, which is what we're voting on. So there you go.
Absolutely.
But yeah. I mean, I like I like seeing people use video to share an opinion that is well supported, and he did a great job with this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I to Rushton, to your point, I think it's interesting, especially as obviously it's talking about Techsmith. That's the company I work for and represent. But there's something really refreshing about having that honesty backed up by, it's not just a rant or a troll on the internet. It's someone who's, they're making valid points. And I know as an organization, that makes it so much easier for us to respond to that than just, I don't like it.